Hey folks, and welcome back to Pattaya. Today we're going to talk about your holiday time and how valuable that is to you and how not to waste it, how not to spoil your holiday. I'm going to introduce you to a couple people that can help you with that. You know, a lot of people in the last episode commented about high flight prices, with fewer seats available, high demand, and rising fuel prices. That's a thing. So that makes every minute of your time here all the more valuable to you. So we'll look into that. But meanwhile, I'll show you this real quick. It's recycling day here at the Casa, and we call out the recyclers once we have gathered a sufficient amount, a good load of empty bottles, plastic and glass. And then the crew comes out here, they gather and bag those up. They'll write you out a receipt and detail how much you're getting, and then they'll pay you. So on this day, we got 77 baht for our recyclables here. The glass, now the glass is worth far more than the plastic. Plastic, not so much. The reason behind that is Thailand actually imports recyclable plastics. That drives the rates down for the locals trying to do the same thing. But anyway, let's jump into this and I'll show you how to save some time on your next holiday or your next stay here.
There's a lot of people here on holiday right now on vacation. The town's coming back to life. The restrictions have been removed. Everything's kind of back to normal, about as much as can be expected. And I'm going to show you a couple ways, two ways today, that if you're here on holiday or if you're coming here on holiday, how not to spoil it. I mean, how you can get the most enjoyment out. There's little things that will happen along the course of your holiday, things you have to do that, well, maybe you don't have to do. Maybe your time's better spent doing something you enjoy, like laundry or washing clothes. If you're here for a couple of weeks, maybe you need some laundry done. There's many places that will do laundry. But right here, I'm right smack dab in the middle of Soy Bacow today. I'll show you around a little bit. There's a place across the street that says Secrets Bar, Logistics. There's a Diana Pattaya restaurant, swimming pool, little guest house over here. But I'll show you where we are. But there's a difference here. This is a self-serve laundromat. And I'm not indicating, I'm not here to tell you to come in and put the coins in and do it yourself. But I know the lady who works here. And the best thing here, the difference is they have dryers. They have real dryers like you may have at home. Most of the places that you go for laundry, 50, 60 baht a kilo, whatever they charge, 70 baht a kilo, they're not going to have a dryer. They're going to hang it out to dry. And sometimes that's okay. It's rainy season now. It's humid. They take longer to dry. Sometimes the smell isn't as pleasant. But I just think for simplicity and for expediency, wash and dry. So you come here, you drop off your load of clothes. You see the lady here, her name's On. You see On. Now the machine, I think one machine's 60 baht, one machine is 20 baht or something like that. She'll tell you how much the machines are. You're gonna have to pay for that, but she'll work the machine for you. She'll put the clothes in, she'll take them out, she'll switch the machine, and then you give her a 50 baht tip for her service. So basically you're just dropping the clothes off. She's doing them for you. Next time you walk by, you pick them up. No fuss, no muss, and they're cleaned in a dryer. Really good machines here, state of the art. So, or the other side is you can sit in there and do it yourself and spend an hour or two, whatever. She claims she can do the whole thing in an hour, but I don't know. It always took me a little bit longer than an hour when I used to do my own. Now V does all mine. But anyway, that's the first way. Simply drop them off in a bag, pick them up in a bag, done deal. Probably the whole thing cost you 100, 150 baht for a big bag of clothes, something like that. Anyway, we'll go on to the next thing. I'll show you another big savings of your holiday time. So the next item up for bids, and this doesn't affect everybody, but it affects a lot of people. So what if you're coming here for 5, 6, 7 weeks, longer than 30 days? Most people that come here from most countries, they can get a 30-day stamp on arrival. I know that's not everybody, but it's a lot of different countries in Europe, North America. You get 30 days. You don't need a visa to come here. You come to the airport, they stamp you in for 30 days. If you're only here 2 or 3 weeks, that's all you need. It's all you'll ever need. But if your holiday is greater than 30 days, maybe 5 or 6 weeks, you need what's called a 30-day extension. And you can get that, take a whole day of your holiday, go to Jom Tien, wait in line at the immigration. It's hot. It's always a headache there. They change things all the time. What line to get in? Who do you see? It's always a thing. And here's the thing, it still costs you about 2,000 baht to do that. And your taxi fare there and back or whatever. Good way to louse up a whole day of your vacation. Or you can come to a place like this. Today we're at Farang Thai Visa. Farang Thai Visa. I'm here with Lana. Hello. So Lana's been in business 6 years. Her shop used to be on Soi Buakhao right across from the Blue Ocean condo. She's moved during COVID. She moved back here on Soi 33. So she's a block off 3rd Road and about 2 blocks off Buakhao now. A very small shop, but I think that saved her some rent money moving back here. But it's very easy to get to. I'll show you on a map where it is. But this is the same kind of thing we talked about at the laundry. Instead of doing it yourself, drop your passport off here. That's all you need, your passport and some money. Give her your passport and some money, she'll do your extension for you. She'll take your picture for you. She'll send it over in a taxi. Sometimes she gets it back the same day. If not, it'll be the next day. And there's no need to rush through and do this the first as soon as you get here. But don't wait till the last day either. But sometime during your first 30 days, come in, see Lana, give her your passport, and it's all sorted for that extension, that 30-day extension. Now she does long-term visas as well. In fact, she has a special for the 1-year visas, like what I need, and she does their first 90-day report for free after they do the visa here, and then the subsequent 90-day reports are 200 baht. And I do that. I don't even go anymore to do the 90-day report. Everybody that's on a long-term visa has to do that here. It's just it's so much of a downer going there. To be honest with you, I know there's people that do it and they like going. Everybody does theirs their own way. I'll say this: whatever way you currently do yours, that's the best way for you. I know a guy, his wife does it for him. I know people that have had success doing it online for their 90-day reports. I do mine with the agent that does the visa. But whatever way you do yours, that's the best way for you. That's what works for you. But anyway, we'll get more into long-term visa. I'm going to do I have a whole episode on that in the Thailand Survival Guide, but just as a kind of a 10,000-foot view, she will do those for you. The one right now that's kind of popular, you said education visa, and that's 30,000 baht, ED visa?
Yeah, for 3 months old, and every 3 months, 5,000.
And then every 3 months, so 30,000 baht to get that, and 5,000 baht every 3 months. But these things change all the time, which is why I don't want to go into a whole diatribe. But right now, that's one of the things for the ED, the education visa, which means a lot of people learn Thai language, right? They go to school to learn Thai.
Thai language, English,
or English.
Chinese.
Oh, they even have Chinese. So you can come here. There's a lot of English, a lot of language schools. So
school contact.
She has a school contact, all that. So there's other things from time to time. It's volunteer visas, there's retirement visas, all sorts, but I don't want to get too far in the weeds into that on this. But for your extensions, your little things, if you need to report your address, if you move into a condo here, by rights, even if you're only here 2-3 weeks, if you come into a hotel and then you rent a condo for the next 2 weeks, you're supposed to report that address change to immigration. She can take care of that for you. So come see Lana. And I think that's the way I do it. I just don't think it pays to go through all the hassle and headache over there. I'd just rather have somebody do it for me. But anyway, thank you, and I'll come back next month, and you can do my visa. Okay.
Special.
Okay.
Thank you.
That's right. So Lana will do other things as well. I think she does help with driver licenses if that's something you need. Speaking of driver's licenses, you should have an international driving permit if you come here. If you want to rent a bike, at a minimum, a local license is better, but not required if you're here on holiday. And another way to save time is in Central Pattaya here, at least make sure you wear a helmet. Because if not, you'll stop at these various checkpoints, and that'll waste your time. You might have to go to the police station and pay a fine or something like that. But anyway, let's go get something to eat, a little bit on a happier note. You know, we got to get something to eat. I remember just a couple months ago, this entire corner here at Pattaya Klang and Beach Road was all under construction, being gutted. It is now complete, and it's taken the shape of a full-service sushi sashimi restaurant and even a ramen noodle bar. But what I really wanted to show you is over here to the left, an iconic Japanese street food named Takoyaki. They have a window here. That's key to this. They have a window. You do not have to go inside. What is Takoyaki? Well, it's also called octopus balls. The reason for that, they have bits of octopus inside, at least traditionally. There are other fillings available. You don't have to get octopus, but they are shaped in the shape of a ball. So octopus balls, there you go. But they're prepared on that griddle. It's, like I said, a very iconic Japanese street food. Soft, gooey inside, savory. You can order these at the window or from the restaurant inside. It's the Shibuya Sushi Run restaurant here. Full service sushi bar, sashimi, all that kind of stuff you want. They also have little ham and cheese toasties they're making out there right next to the takoyaki window. That's a separate window. And a full service barista in here. She's making up top shelf coffees, lattes, cappuccinos. We tried some of that as well. So a nice place to visit. We did try some of the sushi. V wanted some anyway. But it seemed very good. It seemed very good, high quality. That comes at a price here. When you go for the higher quality meats, you do pay a premium for that. So be prepared for that. I think we spent in total here with sushi and everything upwards of 1,500 baht. But the takoyaki, that's 59, 69 baht. I can just see people maybe passing by on the way to Beach Road to enjoy a sunset, stop at the window, get a tray of those, and then go hit maybe their favorite Beach Road watering hole with their tray of takoyaki and enjoying a sunset. You know, I would say actually takoyaki is much more rare in Pattaya than is sushi or sashimi. Plenty of places to get that. Takoyaki, not so much, but we enjoyed it. And we met these girls. They told V they wanted to be on YouTube. So there you go. Dreams come true in Pattaya, I guess. But speaking of watering holes, or favorite watering holes, one of mine closed this week. June 30th was the last operating day for the Hacienda. Spent many, many nights here. I've taken you along with me on some of them, different events, parties, singers, etc. The bar was sold to a new gentleman who's going to turn it into something else. He'll put his own brand and trademark on it and make the venue into something that meets his expectations. But the Hacienda is no more. Hey, there I am in my new 4th of July shirt. By the time you watch this, it's almost 4th of July in the U.S., so happy 4th of July. And a subscriber gave me that shirt, so thanks, buddy. I wore it for 4th of July. There you go. But anyway, next time we will take a look at something I've had many, many requests for, but that will have to wait till next time, because for this episode, gotta leave it off right here. And as usual, I'll thank you for watching. And until next time, bye for now.